The threads are a lot easier to see. There's so much that awakens when you discover the method of your being. There's so much that awakens when you discover the method of your being. So much. And what does that mean? It's like your personal Fibonacci sequence that is your spiral, that is your magic, that taps into your mana, that you can grow like a muscle. And I can't help but talk about it all the time. I think this is what this is. I guess this is that. Um, I talk about it all the time. It's obvious, the God Force, the spirit, you know, the divine, okay? Divinity. You all know me, my obsession with divinity, and it's for a reason. Ever since I was little, as a kid, I literally wanted to change my name to Angel in elementary school. I was like begging my mom. I was like, change my name to Angel. But then it felt weird. I was like, wait, what's the point of that? It's like everyone's gonna know type of thing. And it was more like, it kind of like took away from the meaning. So I was like, no, thank you, actually. Bottom of the deck healing. So this is like completing the cycle. And then the Singer of Courage. Completing the cycle and the Singer of Courage. It often takes courage. It often do take courage. And the channeling of the lion in order to embody your complete version of yourself. This is why Leos do not have an issue manifesting a lot, because they are openly expressing the spirit dancer. They are openly expressing courage, lion energy. There's a lot of Leo energy here, but they are openly expressing and not letting anything stop their flow. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Leo that is depressed, to be honest. I mean, there obviously are depressed Leos that function, but like, if anything, they're very they're light, right? It's a light. It's a blazing light that is infinite. Okay? And everyone has a particular light, right? Everyone has a spark. And it is ignited and further established when you realize what it is. But how do you realize what it is if you do not silence your mind? But more importantly, if you are unable to silence the voice of others in your mind. There's a siren. Any sirens? Let me see. Let's go to Irulian's. Well, let's go to the Reverend Mother. The Reverend Mother. Of course it was. Let's do that again. The Reverend Mother. The Reverend Mother. That one was a little better. Sorry. That's that Virgo North Node, that perfectionism. Sorry. Alright, we have Nellis the Alchemist suddenly coming into the picture here, which speaks about Nellis the Alchemist turning not. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Nellis the Alchemist is my Capricorn card. Like, if there's a wall, immediately immediately demolished. Nothing can get in the way of Nellis the Alchemist, and that kind of is the Capricorn energy as well. It's very powerful, and it's high vibration. Right? If you're in a low vibration, your light won't be very effective. and high vibrational energies, joy, love, compassion. I think compassion is the top one. And I almost wanted to say honesty, and here we have the card honesty being very, very present. So this is when you're honest, but not in a way where you're getting away with anything. It's honest in a way where you're wearing your heart on your sleeve and not hiding from. You're not hiding from any facet within thyself, right? So whenever this reading is brought to you, this is the time to listen to all of this and understand all of this information that I'm randomly spewing to you right now. Okay, all of this was to talk about the flow, magic, God, the universe. This is just a general spirituality video, I guess, to be honest. But with the mixture of a random message whenever it finds you. But this is this stuff you already know, but this is only going to further confirm all of that. But there is a union happening here within yourself and the world. Okay, with the world around you, because of the Spirit Dancer card energy right now. Like, maybe it's because in this time of the year, like, the veil thins, and the way I work with magic in general, it's very like Capricorn like. It's very slow and steady, wins the race. Or it's more, well, turtle-like, you know. It's very like, you know, it's Earth and a Knight of Pentacles energy, where I've kind of always like really, when I learn stuff, I learn it at my rate, like at my rate. Like I'll drink information for like splurge a book of runes in like a week, and then I won't pick it up again for months or something like that. And then whenever I come back to it, and then I kind of forget about it, and I apply the information when it becomes useful. And I do that. I've done that my whole life with everything. So all this to say, when it comes to the veil thinning, October 31st, the time right now that we're in right now, magic becomes easier to access. Magic becomes easier to channel. Even those who do not have much faith, even those who are atheists, even if you think you're an atheist, like if you haven't been connected, like it's a lot easier to be connected around this time. And if you're in a high vibration, that's when like little miracles happen. And if like, think about a black cat. There's like a synchronicity with, this is for that, the black cat synchronicity, 822 as well. They're like little, like, I'm getting like, it's like they like to cast spells with random humans without realizing it. They like to cast like, I don't know why people get so afraid of the word spell. Like, they're good spells and bad spells. Come on now. Anyway, like, you know, it's like prayer. I guess a good spell is like a prayer essentially, and then a bad spell is like when you're trying to wish ill on someone. And it's that simple. It's that simple. Okay. Anyway, so whenever a black cat is present and you've been deep in a thought spiral, it usually means like a spell has been completed. That's the download I just got right now. Like okay, like if you were in your trance state and then you immediately like you lock eyes with the cat and then it walks away. This happened to me a few times. Specifically, like maybe it was around eclipse season, like around Friday the 13th as well. I was like, this is no way, and then in my dream state as well. Okay, now back to the message. I apologize. Back to the message. Back to the message. back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, you're unionizing. You're coming into union with the whole world. All right, with the whole world. With Mikola Mako, this is play, like playing with your surroundings, playing with everything. Um, not playing with everything. That's not the right way to say it. It's like playing. Like if you've been very serious lately, this is returning play into the situation, returning it into the equation without returning play into the equation without letting it consume, like letting it drive the entire vibration. You know, like not getting wasted, but getting a little. We're not promoting anything like that here on this channel, okay? I'm just saying. Like, I'm just using an example, alright? When you dance with spirits. Yes, Tobias of the Waters. When you dance with the grape spirits. I'ma do the things that I wanna do. I ain't got fruit you. Sorry, that was like a random thing I had to incorporate. Look, relevant to Mikola Mako. Any situation you're in, there's like a flow that's like constantly breaking down any wall. Okay, that's what that whole part was before when we mentioned Nellis the Alchemist. Okay, this is a very interesting reading. I'm starting to realize it is just what it is. It's like I kind of do like storytelling oracle. So like it's the messages are for like really deep individuals. Not to say like, oh my god, I'm so deep. No, it's more like the messages themselves are very potent and very specific. I'm more attuned to specific readings rather than like general. Like I do general and specific, but yeah, there's a lot of messages in these things, and but ultimately there's like a grand big message for those that it's also for. Like if you get it, you get it, right? So but anyway, there's a lot of messages in this free reading. That's the whole point. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep going before I lose you guys completely. But yeah, there's a lot of messages, but there's a main flow, and that's actually how I started this reading. Speaking about how thin the veil is thinning, and the whole point of all of that was to say I'm starting to see visually more of the magic underneath, like my clairvoyance. I've always had it activated before, but I'm noticing something a little different now as I'm, getting older. 26 now. I feel so old, but let me stop. Whatever. Going back to what I said about being like very Knight of Pentacles, about my spiritual arts and practices, and everything I do in my whole entire life, I kind of just like become obsessed with it and then forget about it until it becomes relevant again. It's not very healthy. I'm learning how to properly utilize my emotions and energy, and the best way to do that is to just let yourself be seen and operate normally within your frequency at a high vibration. And you don't really have to overthink much of anything. Six of Swords. It's not really much overthinking at all. Swords meaning like it's the air, the elements of air thoughts. So this is being completely like having an ocean. It's like I'm getting like Hanjiro from Demon Slayer. His mind completely, if you went when you entered his mind, it looked like a completely serene river lake of tranquility, and that's kind of the space you're entering in right now. That's what the individuals brought to this reading, this is the type of mind you have, okay? Or if anything, this is the type of mind that you're gonna start tapping into. It might be dealing with a lot of these individuals where it's tapping into you as well, where like you're just, there's a lot of free flow, free expression, and free flow, free expression, and a lot of like just high vibration. All right, with the Mikula Muckle and Six of Swords, it speaks about Six of Swords is like transitioning into one place into another, and then we have the Spirit Dancer, completely free. Okay, completely free and expressive and thyself without concern about opinion in the slightest. You've already made your decision, to be honest, so it doesn't matter what's being said. And then we have the Fairy Godmother. I wonder, the Fairy Godmother, very, like, when these cards are present, this is an oracle, this is a divination reading, so anything presence when I start these readings are all attributing to the message, and these are the cards themselves. These are very potent cards. Let me tell you, these are very potent cards. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't have to over-explain that. The only thing I do have to explain is the art of divination. Okay, for any, like, new incomer, I don't have to explain this, obviously, for people who already watch and are into spirituality, but if you're new into all of this, the art of divination is essentially, it doesn't matter what you use. It's the intent set, and it's like, it's hard to explain, but it's like you're tapping into divinity. So once you've started the call, the call is open. The call is open, and it starts to speak through all of it. And those who are practitioners, divination readers, are able to like tune into the conversation. And the spirits love all of us, because there's so many different types of high vibrational angels, like elemental beings, dragons, this, that, and the third. There's a lot of very awesome creatures of magic, okay? Unicorns even. I'm not even playing. Like, there's awesome stuff. There's awesome stuff in the universe. A lot living in other dimensions. Because trust me, you do not want to see every single thing in this universe. Alright, have you ever heard the saying, I'd rather not know? Yes. Lest you go insane. Okay? So, with all that being said, what was this relevant for? Well, this is just speaking on the subject of spirituality, right? Sorry, I tend to babble a lot. Naturally, because we're in love with the universe. So we like to talk about it. It's like literally playing with the world. This is that union energy I'm talking about. This is the union with the world. 1844. And then Iris of the Rainbow. You're speaking to a certain goddess. Right, the spirits love all the humans and everything. And there's a certain divine god or goddess that is really just, the relationship is becoming closer with your deity, right? With your deity or whatever you believe in, okay? I'm not forcing people to be pagan here or anything like that. I'm not even pagan, but I'm not claiming anything. I am myself, and I am connected to divinity, as are all of us. Whatever you want to call it, really doesn't matter. The fact that you acknowledge it for what it is in its entirety is enough. I'm looking directly at this. Right, and what do we have? Penelope the Dreamweaver. This is the inspiration fairy, being infinitely inspired by this presence, like having a muse, So whatever's going on right now, whenever this reading is finding you, you're already in the state or about to be where you're gonna completely be just lit up like a Christmas tree. If you have been seeing a Christmas synchronicity, that's what that one was for. Lit up like a Christmas tree. I couldn't help but to look at this. Yeah, it's the only card flipped over. Lit up like a Christmas tree. And what is the card we have here? Drop the mic. Drop the fucking mic. I'm sorry. Soulless. Okay. Okay. And then bottom of the deck. Cards just fell to my right. The fairy guide. Yeah, the magic starts moving when stuff gets a little crazy. When the message gets really potent. Oof. I can feel the energy of the cards. Very strong. This is what I mean. Like, oof. The call is open. It's open. 9 of Pentacles. Showering in that light. Basking in that light. And you might have an admirer in the coming weeks or something like that. Because King of Pentacles, I'm seeing them look at this individual who's just having a good time. That tends to happen. When you the universe loves when you love it. Okay. All these cards are in reverse, and then it stops getting in reverse around here. Sorry, I just want to fix it because they fell, obviously. Alright. Over here. I don't know what accent that was. Energy. Oh my goodness. The hummingbird and transform. Didn't we talk about a transformation? Transitioning from one place to another, from caterpillar to butterfly. Energy. The energy levels are gonna go up. If you have been in a drought of energy lately, worry not, because that was just you recharging. And the spirits, your guides, your angels, your archangels, a seraphim even. Like there was a lot more invited into this team. I'm seeing like this energy in an incubator, and the angels, dragons, all of the elemental creatures, everything that God thought necessary was like, we need this. Oh my god, yeah, it was like a lot. This card just came out. These cards are very potent. I don't use this often. I did at the beginning, but I'm starting not to use it too often because they get a lot of information, and the messages do not always need to be that deep. But this one is. Okay, so work. I just said, like, there's a lot at play here. That's why, if you've been in the dark lately, this part. So this is going all the way back to the start of the reading again, because as the veil thins, my clairvoyance is able to see more. I'm literally starting to see the threads a little bit. I've always spoken of magic and everything like this as the threads of the universe. I've kind of always seen it, especially when I look into the 12 astrological signs and I see them like come together into the focal point. Do not get distracted by the grand energy present, please. Thank you. Yes. So this thread, essentially, when you're able to follow a certain thread, it's a thread of, like, it's golden. It's a thread of fate, right? So if you take a time, like, how can I put this? Because it's so... I just closed my eyes and saw a lion as well. That was very interesting. Like a lion. Because like a feline present with us or something. Very magical, mystical creature. Thank you for being here, whatever it is. Let me put this deck. What is this? 3 of Cups. Yeah, something's gathered present in this reading right now. Thank you. The moon. Something mysterious. Yes. I will be right back. That was. Thank you for the cleanse. That was very interesting. That was very interesting. Holy. Should I cut the hair, guys? You see, like this? I like this. It didn't look like this today. It looked like this. And this I didn't really like too much because I wanted some back here, but I didn't think to do this. Yeah. I'll look it back in the reading to see if I actually do cut it. Cause like I mean I like it long and everything, but I don't know. It's so hard to cut it. I mean I'm not gonna cut it much, right? I'm gonna do the butterfly cut again. But I like how it's long again. It's long again, and I can just keep having it grow. I mustn't try to fit a box, because there is no box to fit other than thyself. Because I'm trying to like see, because this hair journey, it's still a journey because I still haven't found the designated like the go-to length, the go-to anything. So, cause yeah, I do shit slow, right? I am very thorough. Okay, I'm very thorough. I wish I was a little bit quicker, but I think only with time. Only with time. The universe does things purposefully. Anyway, going back to the threads, that brings me back to the threads of fate. I forgot oh yeah, the beautiful presence that was just here, and immediately something cleared, and I was like, sorry. It was fun, obviously, but I'm not gonna spit that out on camera, so I paused the video. Did what I had to do. Okay. Secret and heal. Whatever that was, secret. Okay, whatever. They're like, cause like I'm thinking, okay, so what did we just cleanse? And they're like, that doesn't matter. A lot of the time, I know it sounds silly, especially to anyone new to spirituality or mysticism. Like a lot of the time, our bodies exit fluids to cleanse whatever just got vanquished. Whatever demon just got vanquished. And it shows up in a lot of different ways, especially if you are not good at setting energetic boundaries and absorb stuff like a sponge, right? But thankfully your light is starting to dissipate the shadows of anything malicious. That's why Spirit chose you, whomever this reading has found, to bring to the next level. We've been given passage, adaptation. Literally, like it's becoming something, a version of yourself that you have not seen yet. And that might be like, I might say that like a lot on this channel, but it's just true. You know, when you go around in the Fibonacci sequence, metaphorically, we have just to simplify it and just so that you see what I'm trying to say here. You're on this journey and you're like, oh, I don't know how it's going. It's never gonna work. You just keep going. Oh, it's working. Oh my god, that's awesome. I think I'm ready for something new. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and Chapter 4. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6, Chapter 7. Boom. And they're saying you gotta be careful because you can easily go insane trying to do this with no path, because then this is just going to take up too much space and it's just a lot of energy that's kind of going nowhere. And you need to like turn it into a flower. You need to grab that and turn it into a flower. The spiral, you need to grab it and turn it into a flower. Okay, it was a Korean heart or something, I think. But anyway, because I'm trying to like make it into something beautiful. All right, so whatever this energy is, so there's an insanity synchronicity here. If those who have been pondering over that quote a lot, you know. How's it go? At least I have been. All right, at least I have been, and there's a message within it. What you call it? What is it called? You guys know this. The definition of insanity is doing something over and over and thinking that you're gonna expect a different result. But there's a level to genius that is not said enough, I think. I'm not saying I'm genius or anything, but like you can get a taste of that genius energy whenever whenever you learn something that you thought you would never learn, right? It's because you tap into that energy. And this genius element, right? It's like, the Jimmy Neutron looking thing. I love that show as a kid. But anyway, don't lose the message, please. Tapping into that genius element. Yes, thank you. Insanity in the Fibonacci sequence. This is a lot. This is a big thread. It's a big thread. When you tap into it, right? Don't worry. I have it. I'm not letting go of the magical thread. It's just when you become too aware of it, it becomes slippery, like watching the fish being reeled in. All right, so you need to mold the spiral into the flower. Okay, you need to mold the spiral into the flower. Mold the spiral into the flower. Mold the spiral into the flower. Discover what works, discard what does not. Within that same thread, it shall be full, it shall be golden, and it shall have length. Okay, so basically, going back to this play energy, okay? Going back to this play energy. Oh my god, it's coming together. It's coming together. Going back to this play energy. To this play energy. This is when you don't take it too seriously. When there's a wall, Nellis the Alchemist, running into it over and over, right? Running into it over and over, but finally breaking through, and seeing the way through the hole, right? Through the compass, the heart of the compass, so that you can see into the mind of the captain or pilot of the ship, which is your own head, your mind, and developing a mastery that doesn't get deterred and is easily accessing this genius element. Okay, so going back to that, easily accessing the genius element that is discarding what does not work and incorporating what does, repeating a task, but not with a fear of insanity, but a knowing of ingenuity, a knowing of innovation, a knowing of this play energy, that something new is being born. Something new is being born. Something new is being born, and you're watching it happen very slowly. It's like a beautiful tree sprouting right before your eyes, and this goes back to that infinite muse, that infinite muse that constantly this card just fell in my lap, constantly allows you to grow that light, and it's never dimmed. 10:10. I looked at the clock, 10:10, because I cut the video when I cleanse the energy. Whatever presence came by earlier, thank you, beautiful goddess. Maybe it was Iris. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Very interesting. Man, I don't want to cut it though. I really don't want to cut it. Oh my god, I don't want to cut it. Oh my goodness, I could. Oh my god, I could, but maybe I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. Because I love how it feels when I'm in my, like, witchy vibe. But it's fine. It's fine. We can give it a little trim. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Olin. It's okay, Olin. Olin Nerthus. It's okay. It's okay. You do not need to worry. Okay? It'll grow back healthier than ever. Shed what you must. Adapt. Adapt. Fly free. Do not be too attached. Do not be too attached. Okay, adaptation. That is the key and that is the secret to how you heal. That is the key and that is the secret to how you heal. I have to release the reading I did before because it was about attachment and becoming detached. But a relationship coming closer, but that's a completely different reading. We're not gonna, it's not a relationship reading here. This one is a very like deep soul reading, deep soul healing reading. There's something that might lead into a relationship, but whatever, that's not the focus here. Whatever. Okay, so we have secret and list of the shadows. Remember when I spoke about dissipating any shadow? And we had the 44 synchronicity, and it's back up here. List of the shadow. Being released from the devil. And straight out of that darkness into the ether. Able to fly anywhere you go. Oof. I think we're gonna end off the reading there because that was very powerful. Transform. Get ready. Get ready. Oh my goodness. There's a lot. You cannot see where this is going. And that's a good thing. That's the main, and I'm gonna end off the reading with the complete tying of the golden knot. It's like if you were to look at a certain point of the thread of fate, then you'd be able to see it like a timeline. You'd be able to see it like a timeline, and you could live there too much, and that's how like progress can slow. But if you just keep going, not too fast so that you enjoy, but slow enough so that you are able to enjoy the journey and process and infinitely move with this light that is contagious. Remember, I think, yeah, this is the main part of this oracle card right here. And so it is, the thread completes. Okay? Keep following your personal Fibonacci sequence, your personal inner spiral, your personal compass. Your light is very unique. Alright, I know that gets said so much, but it couldn't be further from the truth, alright? It is very, it's just really, it's true, man. It's true. Because I said so. No, it's just, it's how it is. It's how it is, alright? Everyone's light is very beautiful, and my 4 planets in Aquarius is starting to see a lot in humanity as well. I'm starting to see why Aquarians are called humanitarian. They can't even help it. It's just in the energy. It's like being in love with humanity, alright? It's so much beauty in the world, okay? And when you discover your own, it really shines, and you transform again. New colors, new wings. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. Very interesting. That was very interesting. And Spirit is doing something very interesting. Thank you for the high vibrational being that was with me in this reading. You can chill if you want, alright? But this is the end of the reading, alright? Travel safely through the night, the mind, into the light, the divine. And I bid you, Ayola Nerthus, welcome you to Kindred Sanctuary. And I bid you farewell. Travel safely through the night, the mind, into the light. Farewell, farewell, farewell. I love you guys. Hopefully this volume wasn't too low. If not, we'll adapt next time. I'm sorry. I'm trying to imagine the length. Like this, bitch. Just cut it. Like relax. All right, I'm gonna cut it. Just a little bit. All right, just a little. It helps when you, like, towards the end of a full moon, you, or going into another full moon. I forget. I feel like it just feels good as the moon goes back to being new. You shed away as it does. I don't know, just I think it's best before a full moon, like during, when you're manifesting big, but like I said, everyone's Fibonacci is very different, okay? So work with your magic. With your magic. You can learn from others' magic, but your magic can unlock certain doors that others can't, and vice versa. That's why we need each other. That's why we heal each other. Okay, so travel safely through the night, the mind. Okay, farewell. I love you guys. Ta-ta. Ta-ta.